Hello everyone, welcome to another video of TT Passion. My name is Vincent and today I'm going to share with you my review of the Stiga Cybershape Carbon. Okay, so in this video I'll be sharing with you some shots I've taken during the testing of the blade and also my thoughts on the blade after trying it out for a couple of sessions. So I would like to give out a special thanks to my friends Shaolin and Johnny for sparring with me during the testing of this blade. For those of you who like to find out more about the details of the blade, and also how to glue this Stiga Cybershape Carbon, you can check out my other videos which I've shared the links in the video description here below. And if you like this video, remember to hit the like and share button. And don't forget to hit the little golden table tennis blade that you see on the bottom right hand corner of your screen to subscribe to TT Passion for more awesome table tennis video content. So now let's take a closer look at the setup of this blade I have here for the review. For this review, I have used an all Stiga setup. The forehand rubber that I'm using is the Stiga DNA Dragon Grip, while for the backhand, I'm using the Stiga DNA Platinum Hard. And the total weight for this setup is 194 grams. Next, let's take a look at some of the test shots as I share with you my personal thoughts of how the blade performs in terms of the blade feel and power, the sweet spot, weight balance and distribution, and also how the blade performs in terms of service. Firstly, for the blade feel and power, it is actually my first experience using the CCF close core fiber carbon, and I must say that I'm pleasantly surprised by how powerful it is. In fact, I find that it is actually as powerful as the ALC blades that I've tried so far. However, in the initial stage of my testing, I felt that the blade feels quite stiff, okay, and it's not easy to use immediately. However, during the second session, I can feel that I have adjusted to the blade and felt much better in terms of control. And after spending about 3 to 4 hours, I am actually able to produce better quality shots as compared to during the first session in my first hour. Personally, I feel that this blade is suitable for players who prefer to hit the ball rather than creating spin. The speed of the ball is really fast when hitting with more forward motion rather than the spinning motion. I also noticed that the blade performs significantly better when playing further away from the table as compared to the short and mid-range game. The arc of the ball feels slightly high and easy to bring your shots over the net. However, this also means that it might be easier for your opponent to receive or block your shots. Next, let's talk about the sweet spot that Stiga has boasted a lot about for this particular blade. So for the sweet spot, in terms of the shake hand blade that I have here, Stiga has advertised that it is actually 11% larger. So is it true? Personally, after testing it for a few sessions, I must say that this is definitely the selling point of the Cybershape Carbon, as it is indeed true that the sweet spot is larger. During my test, there were times I felt that I did not hit the ideal spot on the blade, but I was still able to generate high quality shots. If the same were to happen while I'm using a regular round shaped blade, the shot quality might not be as good as compared to the one that I've produced on the Stiga Cybershape Carbon. The next aspect is the weight balance and distribution of the blade. As for the weight balance and distribution, during my first test session, I could feel that the head of the blade is heavier as compared to the round-shaped blades that I've been using. However, this feeling faded off after a couple of sessions. Okay, so if you are planning to switch to Cybershape Carbon permanently, I would think that it will not be an issue. However, if you are pondering between a Stiga Cybershape Carbon and your regular round-shaped blade, it might be quite challenging to adjust between the two all the time. So you probably have to decide which is best for you and stick to it. Lastly, for the service performance, as the blade is quite stiff, so in the initial stage of my testing, most of my service was actually quite high. But with more practice over time, it does improve fairly quickly once I have adjusted to the blade. And I was able to produce lower service with the type of spins that I want more easily. So let me sum up what I think about the Stiga Cybershape Carbon over here. So firstly, I think that Stiga has done an excellent job in redesigning the shape of a table tennis blade, which allows us to have a larger sweet spot. Secondly, I'm pleasantly surprised by how much speed and power this blade can actually produce. However, I do feel that the blade is a bit stiff and it does require some minor adjustment as you transit from a round-shaped blade to a Stiga Cybershape Carbon. Lastly, in terms of the price point, I do personally feel that it is a bit pricey for the Stiga Cybershape Carbon. However, if you are looking for something that's out of the norm, you want something that really stands out among the crowd, I think this blade is something you will enjoy using. So you can actually try it out if you want to have something that is new and futuristic looking. With that, I have come to the end of my review. I hope that this video had provided you with valuable information that can help you make a better decision as to whether to buy a Stiga Cybershape Carbon. And if you like this video, remember to hit the like, share and subscribe button. I look forward to seeing you again in my next video. Thank you and goodbye!